Hi, Cancer. It's Sweet Joy. I'm here to give you your Captain reading. All right. Thanks for coming to my channel. God bless you, Tarot. So, right now, I pulled out a card. I've studied her. And this is Feminine Fatale coming out reversed. So, this is a woman who has been rejected. And in the upright, she finds herself, knows her worth, and uses her charming, seductive, loving qualities to make uh, the sadness, anger, it's sort of like the Three of Swords almost coming out of it. So, um, but these cards are literal when they're reversed. It is on the negative side. So let's turn her around so we can see. Okay. So it says highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. But right now, inappropriate use of sensuality and attachment to money and power. So to clarify, well, as you can see, she has a fan in front of her face, which represents a mask. And so the red represents, love and emotions, caring. And so sometimes when we're rejected, we tend to use, our self-esteem is a little down and we do things that aren't exactly, appropriate. So, you see her butt is out and her back is out. But her hand, this arm is backwards. Maybe it isn't. Let me see. No, I don't know. It looked kind of not right. Like this is the forward. If you could see the hand, it looks like she's turned frontward, but her real self is being hidden. Okay. So the next card I got is the Trapper card. The Trapper is the number 2 card, talks about the High Priestess, secrets. I know you're Cancer. So this is a water card and it's a moon card. So it talks about secrets or something being revealed. So intuitively, because this card talks about going into a new direction and knowing which direction you're going in, I always point to the trees in the back and how they look just alike. But in the brown, which the trees, you see the dirt, one is planted, close and more stable, I think, and the other one is, in the air. So maybe you just have to make sure you're going in the right direction, like the feminine fatale. I want you to see, make sure you're not that hand. Well, anyway, just make sure you're going in the right direction. The next card that came out, is the same lady, but it's the Matriarch of Blades. And it's dealing with fears, problems, and troubles. This is the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius card. I wanted to say this Pipes is the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but I'm moving on to her because she's reversed. Speaking of truth, and this card in the Native American deck talks about being overwhelmed with family problems and how you have to overcome that by turning her around and knowing the truth about all things, even though she's battered. And the next card, again, is the Seven of Swords. Now, all of these talk about, the Seven of Swords talks about problems, troubles, and fears, but you have to stay confident. You may be very, or someone is around you. Someone may be lying, cheating, stealing truth, but not all of the truth. Believe 2 truths here, but are keeping some of them. I look at this card depending on the reading. So the truth is here. And I think that this the chariot reading I did, everyone got victories and victories and victories, but some battles were not won. And I think that in the end, we will win the war, but it really depends on how you deal with the battles you don't win. If you are rejected, if you need to take another direction in life, don't take the left-handed way. Always go to the right. Money and power, we all want that, but not at the expense of love. Okay. So if you're a captain of your ship and you noticed, you're finding out which direction you're going in, it's the right direction because that card is upright, but there is some truth that needs to be told, you're holding back, or there is some truth you need to look at and inside yourself or a person you're dealing with that perhaps they are being rejected and just attaching themselves to money and power. That's the only thing they're looking at. But there are other truths that need to be seen. So if you're the captain of your ship, I want to put one more Who Are You card for the end of everyone's reading for the positive note. Thanks for coming to my channel again. I wish you a blessed rest of March. And wow, just a lot. Let's see. No and yes. Okay, so these are the cards. Alchemist, exactly. Okay, but it's reversed, but still we're going to turn it around. So right now it's misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. So perhaps you're praying for the wrong things, which is putting you on the wrong road to success because you have to pray the best for all. Okay, so to turn that around, you would transform the base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So just say, you're working for a company and your boss does you wrong and you wish something bad on him. Well, if the company fails, you may not get another job for 6 months and that may make you lose your house. So that's not the best wish for all. Perhaps you might say, perhaps they could learn their lesson, in a mild, gentle way that they could not do something bad again, and then everyone wins. So the next one is the storyteller. So remember I was saying keeping some of the truth, okay? The storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols, but the shadow part, which Cancer, obviously you're doing now, is making up tales that harm others. So in your truth, the two, I know, the high priestess, okay? You are victorious. You have something tangible, okay? So turn around the base motives and goals, right? Of what you're wishing for, praying for. And if you have to go into the hermit mode, that means looking inside. Just like the hermit has a light, if you have to look into the light and go, well, what, what's the best way I should think about this? Because thinking brings vibrations, positivity, and whatever you think now comes into fruition later, and whatever is happening now is what you thought before. So right now at this moment, change the way you think about everything. Just have a clear slate about it. Look at everything from other people's angles and then God's angles, God's angle about things. Maybe it's not your way, their way, but God's looking at it in both, to have a balanced look at it. And then even though it may be hard to do that, you'll be transforming your life. Not even, that arm, and it'll just be, hi, I'm, something innocent. But even though it's hard to do, This is you at the end, male or female. Bam. Capricorns love, excuse me, Cancer. Maybe there's Capricorn involved. I don't know. But Cancers love to tell stories, and they love memories and home life and just the abundance of it. So I believe that in your old age, this is a crossroads for you. And if you want to look back at this time, look deep inside yourself, change the way you're doing things so that you'll be able to tell the story, the happiest story about your captain voyage to whatever voyage you're on now. So I think you're a great captain. You're an alchemist captain. You're able to sail your ship anywhere you want. But misuse of power and knowledge, through spiritual practice means that you have great power in your hands. So I need you to transform yourself and be your storyteller of how everything worked out. All right? I'm Sweet Joy. Thanks for coming to my channel, Captain Cancer, and I'll see you all later. This is Sweet Joy. God bless you.